Thank you very much, Jan. Pleasure to be here again. And now I'm a little bit intimidated with so many professionals with at least cows. So I hope I want to tell something nice about photovoltaics. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. My name is Kai Daniels from Milk the Sun. And I'm very happy to talk to you about how we approach to make investments in photovoltaics easier and more profitable. About Milk the Sun, since our launch 5 years ago, we have established ourselves as the leading digital marketplace for trading photovoltaic assets. This means we bring together potential investors and owners of running systems easily and very efficient. But this has only been the beginning of a journey in this market. Talking about the market, there have been lots of presentations going into detail, so I won't bore you with any statistics, and I can just say photovoltaics is on the rise again worldwide. Not only in developing countries, but also thriving in the mature markets. That's where we are basically in. And especially in these mature markets, the commercial size system has become increasingly an interesting investment opportunity. When we talk about commercial size systems, we talk about the rooftop on a logistics or a warehouse hall. We talk about the ground-mounted systems that you see left and right of the highway when you leave Berlin heading down south. So they are quite big ones. And they make up for more than 50% of the installed capacity, at least, for example, in Germany. And looking at this segment, it is quite relevant when we look at the transaction volumes. This means the expenditures that are used in order to invest and run those systems. So I don't know if everyone here knows, so many car experts might be, but on average, like 20 euros are spent per kilowatt peak in operational expenses, yet every year. This can be for technical maintenance, we have seen some providers for that, for monitoring, for inspections, system cleaning, but also insurance, things like that. So how are these expenditures allocated and why? Looking at different groups that actively invest in photovoltaic assets, we see very wealthy individuals, we see semi-professional players that are very active on the market, we see small to medium-sized commercial investors or companies. Very different backgrounds, but they all face very similar challenges. How do I find and how do I acquire an attractive investment opportunity? How do I deal with the complexity of all the required services along the phases of 20 to 25 years life cycle with multiple service providers? And I've got a tedious administrative task with not that very user-friendly digital solutions. We want to solve this by enabling our users and put them in the driver's seat from an ownership perspective. This means that we have a platform that on the one hand side provides easy access to all solutions for this user throughout the whole life cycle. And on the other hand side, we act as an enabler or a gateway for selected partners that offer these solutions to an underserved market with much lower acquisition and retention costs. From a user perspective, this means very easy access to our three main pillars. There's on the one hand side the marketplace, valuation, benchmarking, but also buying and selling your PV asset nearly as easy as on eBay. We've got an intuitive asset management. And with asset management, I mean portfolio management, not technical monitoring, but from an ownership point of view, everything that is related to this asset. And we provide a growing portfolio of services with partners that can cover all the aspects, commercial, technical, managerial, and administrative, that come along the ownership of such a system. And this is all integrated in what we call the digital home for your systems. To show some examples, anonymized, how this works, this integration already is, we get an individual owner who buys a system on the marketplace, but also needs due diligence or a financing, or some proof in order to get the financing. We get a commission for that. We have semi-professional portfolios that come and use our asset management because they don't want to use the portals of the single manufacturers and then use selective services. But we also have real commercial investors that come and do an optimization of the whole portfolio. For example, changing the insurance or getting systems cleaning with volume discounts. But to be honest, we are not just happy in integrating what exists and making it look nice. Our way forward is in order to create more value-added services based on transactions history, build new, smarter products of existing and innovative solutions, like any kind of securitization possibilities or a smart insurance based on your maintenance contract. And on the way to make this happen, we're right now concentrating on really scaling up what is proven, integrating it nicely in order to have a basis for a nice growth phase that we plan for next year, which will also require equity funding, which I'm very happy to talk about after the session. Thank you very much for listening.